In a staggering revelation, the largest financial fraud in Vietnam's history unfolded, involving a mind-boggling $12.5 billion. This was no ordinary scam. It was a sophisticated operation, meticulously orchestrated, and it took the sharp eyes of investigators to begin unraveling this web of deceit. At the very heart of this scandal was Truong My Lan, a real estate tycoon. She wasn't just an innocent bystander swept up in the storm. No, she was the eye of the hurricane, the architect of a grand scheme that siphoned off funds through ghost companies and bribes to government officials. This fraud wasn't just about numbers. It represented about 3% of Vietnam's gross domestic product in 2022. That's like a small chunk of the country's economy vanishing into thin air. But the scale of the fraud wasn't the only shocker. It was the audacity of it all. A single individual wielding such immense power to shake the very foundations of a nation's financial system. This monumental case of deceit is not just a shock to Vietnam, but it has sent ripples across the globe. From the shadows of suspicion to the glare of the courtroom, let's trace the path of this historic case. Truong My Lan, a real estate tycoon, orchestrated an elaborate scheme. She cunningly gained control of a bank, laying the groundwork for a fraud operation of epic proportions. Ghost companies, seemingly legitimate but devoid of any true business operations, served as conduits for siphoning funds. And to ensure smooth sailing, government officials were lured into the web of corruption with bribes. As the magnitude of the fraud unraveled, the investigation intensified. The trial, closely watched by the world, was a spectacle of damning evidence and high-stakes deliberation. The verdict? A chilling death sentence for Lan, marking a grim end to her power play. This wasn't just about punishing one individual. It was a stern warning to others who might be tempted to follow in her footsteps. In the largest financial crime in world history, justice was served in a way that sent a clear message. Corruption will not be tolerated. The shockwaves of this case extend far beyond a courtroom in Vietnam. The fallout has reverberated through the financial industry, both domestically and globally. This landmark case has caused tremors in the real estate sector, with numerous firms withdrawing from the Vietnamese market. A chilling effect, no doubt, as the severity of the sentence sends a clear message to industry players about the risks of fraudulent activities. The aftermath of this case has also intensified Vietnam's ongoing crackdown on corruption. Dubbed the Blazing Furnace campaign, it targets corruption at the highest echelons of politics and business, leading to high-profile arrests and resignations. The campaign, now more than ever, has drawn the world's attention to the need for transparency and accountability in business dealings. But the implications reach even further. This case, one of the largest financial crimes in world history, has underlined the potential for corruption to permeate the global financial system. It's a stark reminder that financial fraud is not just a local issue, but a global concern that can impact economies and markets across borders. In the aftermath of this groundbreaking case, one thing is clear. The fight against corruption has been pushed to the forefront, and the world is watching.